please start by telling us a little bit about you? Where do you call home? What do you do for a living outside of the political realm?
Well, I call Woodbury home. So my district is the tail or the southern part of Maplewood and about half of Woodbury. I actually work for the state of Minnesota outside of session. And a little bit about me, I'm a mom. I've got 2 little kids, and I'm actually consider myself a scientist. So I got brought up through the science background and saw a lot of really great work happening at the bench, but not a lot of that translating on the policy side of things. So went back and got a second master's in policy, and then have been working with my union and community organizations to make the pivot into the legislative side of things to make some good comprehensive policy for my community.
And tell us about the community. What is your district like?
So it's mostly suburban. It's half of Woodbury. I like to say it's the older part of Woodbury because as we kind of go further out from 494, we have newer developments on the eastern side, but not so much on the western side. It's a great community, lots of families. We're really proud of our parks and trails. South Maplewood is mostly residential, and another really great community. Lots of great people, and it's a very supportive community, and I look forward to representing them.
And I took from your campaign page, I think I got this right. Did you started to wade into politics in 8th grade? Is that true? Or was running for public office always part of the long-term plan?
Nope. No. So back in 8th grade, and this is kind of what has helped shape how I feel about school funding, for example. 8th grade was Wabasha Kellogg's first referendum that I could remember. And they were looking for a student liaison for this group. And I thought, well, I want to represent my class and I want to help with this change, so I raised my hand and became the student representative. And one of the most terrifying yet satisfying moments was in an auditorium full of grown-ups. I stood up to give the student perspective. Since then I've been noticing that schools are pretty consistently asking for levies and referendums, and that tells me and has helped shape what I feel we need to do at the state level. We need to be investing more in our schools.
And also from your campaign page, you said that you have a passion for advocating, equity, and doing the right thing. Can you expand on that?
Sure. So I liken that to being the oldest of 4 kids. I take a lot of, responsibility and just making sure that I'm standing up for those who need to be stood up for. Doing the right thing, is critical to having good integrity and, being a leader and making sure that the 42,000 people of my district have a good leader and have someone that does have their best interests in mind. When I think about advocating, I think about listening to multiple perspectives, intentionally reaching out to community groups to make sure that their voices are being heard. It's about lifting up the voices of the community.
And just finally, we're a few weeks out from session starting. What did you hear from people in your district as in terms of what they'd like to be seen worked on here when session starts in January?
It's a lot of families, but we do have lots of generations and lots of different ages in the community. Education was a big one. Really want to make sure that we have good schools. We continue to have good schools. Healthcare was also a big thing, making sure that people have the ability and the means to make ends meet. And that's really kind of a lot of it came down. I would knock on a door and say, what do you think about when you go to vote? And they would look at me sometimes and just go, so many things. Yeah. So I really think it's about making sure, I really wanted to advocate for families and families of all generations. So to make sure that, again, their voices are being heard and all those pieces that go into a family are considered when making good policy.